Today I'm going to show you how I exactly grew my YouTube views from 1,000, from just getting only 1,000 to now getting up to 10,000 per week. And by the end of this life, you have a clear plan for your first 1,000 subscribers. And I will also show you how you can also be in a community where all of us grow together. And I am giving you a shout out to active viewers and answering live questions. So just stick around, don't leave, just stick around. So please, if you are coming in, please like the live and drop a comment in the comment section so that I will be seeing you. I will be seeing you. It's Shaoling Masters Live. Later on, I will show you the tool I used to get my 10,000 views in a week. It's a simple tool. I know all of you want this, and all of you want to make money on YouTube. And I'm saving the Q&A for the last 10 minutes, so don't miss it. So if you are thinking of leaving this life or budging out from this life, please don't do it, because you miss a lot. You miss a lot. By liking this video and viewing this live, you will gain a lot from it. So please hang around and you will see the sweetest part of it. So by the first thing of today, I'm going to start with I am going to show you exactly how I grew my YouTube views. So the first thing I did was I checked my analysis. I found out that I wasn't having enough views. I was only having 1,000 views. I asked myself, if I'm having this kind of views, how can I get monetized on YouTube? So one thing I did is that I checked my analysis. I analyzed it. I used the video that went viral, post it again. It went viral again, but it didn't move like that. So I said, okay, if what you are looking for, is it what you are looking for? Okay. Then if you are coming around, please hang tight. I will show you how you can get and hit your first 1,000 subscribers and get views. Animation today in the industry is having a lot of views and others engagement. Doing animation with pictures and stories is amazing for engagement, because people love visuals and storytelling. You just need to speak in a way that keep them curious, connected, and coming back. If you don't do so, they won't come back. So if you are wanting to get views, a strong community. And this story will give you chills. It is based on a real event. It is based on my life real event that happened to me. If you look down on my YouTube channel, if you scroll down, you can see that I wasn't having enough views before. Then when I created one animation, it went viral. It got up to 1,000 views. So I decided to start doing animations. And animation now is now growing me stronger. Wait till you see what happens to the character at the end. It's crazy. This animation has a twist. Animation has a twist you won't expect. YouTube pushes animation more than to the viewers, to the subscribers, to the community, more than it pushes other niches. And some people today buys views for their videos. So I'm not adhering you, advising you to that, is not good, because YouTube can shadow ban your account or do any other thing to for you there. So in with this point in mind, you have seen that storytelling animation using pictures can grow your account, give you more likes, give you more views, give you more website, give you more subscribers, and we also give you more community, and you guys will grow together. So in this life, there is one thing I want to say. When you are making a video, or this animation video I'm saying now, when you are making it, please guys, create a mystery or suspense. That's how you keep them watching. If you don't keep them watching by that, you won't get along. So you keep them watching, creating mystery stories and suspense stories. This will help your viewers to come back again to watch your videos. Creating videos with parts. Let me tell you one thing. I was thinking today how I can analyze other person's videos for me to create my own, to grow my own community like them. So though I haven't finished the search yet, I said let me jump into this live. But when I'm done with the search, I will come back to you guys and you will know what I have found out. There are many boosting blogs, boosting websites that can boost your social media out there. There are many of them. There are so much of them. And many of them can boost your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Instagram to the fullest. But one thing with that is that your account will be shadow banned. You won't know. You won't know. So wait, I'm coming. Someone is calling me. I'm coming, guys. Okay, I'm back. They called me the Shaoling master. But before the names, before the views, before the animation, I was just a kid with a cheap phone and big dreams, sitting in a small room in Nigeria. Growing up, my family didn't have much, no Wi-Fi, no laptop, just faith, hope, and hustle. And I remember watching animations online and thinking, what if I took animation like this, but make them real? At first, nobody watched my videos. I only had 0 likes and 2 views, one from me and one from my cousins. But I keep on going every day, learning and falling, starting again. They said you learn from what happened to you. So until I got to a turning point, showing my growth, more views and better edits. Then it happened. One animation, one story started to blow up. The comments said, "You speak for us. This is our story too." That's when I knew that it wasn't just my dream anymore. It belonged to my viewers, to my people. So creating animations, creating videos, persisting videos can grow your life. Be persistent. Do not fall. Do not say, "Oh, it's because that I'm not getting views or that I'm quitting." Even Mr. Beast, it took him many years to be where he is today. It took him many years to be where he is today. So be persistent. Now, I tell my stories to thousands. Stories about struggle. Do you know how much it take me to reach 500 subscribers here? About Nigeria, about us. I don't do it for fame. I do it for family. I do it for the ones who watch my stream and feel the scene. So when you come into my life, you like my life, you view it for some minutes, maybe you want to go somewhere, you go, you view it for some minutes, you view my videos, you like my videos, you share my videos. You help me grow. You help others too. So I'm not done yet too. It's just getting started. And if you are watching, maybe your story is next. Apa Pablo.
Otu aja gbara n'elu shuga.
No life.
I read this in Ebola. I read this in Ebola.
Okay.
Start plan, I read Ebola.
I'm on the call 500.
I need to get this thing for myself. Okay, yeah, system pedal.
Awọ.
I'm not going to reflect as no nonsense.
Oke iso m nọ n'ụlọ na-ehi ụra. Aga m dinakwa na-ehi ike agwụla m.
After that, early morning, I put on such a quality.
Yeah. Ma megbanye ọtụtụ ike agwụ m agaji na ihi ụra. Nnọgidela m. N'ọla m iwe ewela m apụta. Were pụọ bido live stream na YouTube. N'ọla m boring na ya ike agwụla m. But I said, away. That she work aside, I will say. It's not a buffalo. Say you will decide. I say, my today, that she work aside. I say, you say. One five four the connect. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Okay, you did it.
Around the whole world start rising so high that they melt all the poles. Soon continents get flooded and dangerous things are released from the melted ice like methane, viruses, and bacteria. The government builds rockets to escape to space, although only politicians and the elite get tickets. However, there isn't anything like Earth close enough for rocket travel, so they die of cosmic radiation or killing each other when resources run short. Earth is now a post-apocalyptic land and the remaining survivors live in settlements on top of mountains where contamination can't reach them. Eva lives in a bunker built by her father with a military robot named Arthur. He's in rather bad shape because he fought in the climate wars, but her dad reprogrammed him to protect her. Eva likes having someone to talk to, but Arthur doesn't understand things like jokes or empathy. Whenever Eva leaves for the city to look for supplies, Arthur reminds her that it's dangerous because the area is contaminated and that she doesn't drink water there. After putting on a mask connected to an oxygen tank, Eva takes her old truck to the abandoned city. At the supermarket, she grabs anything useful she can find, and today she's surprised to see a bag of last receipts. Before going home, she paints her bunker coordinates on a wall in case other survivors need help. Later at the bunker, Arthur asks Eva for the password before letting her in since his main duty is to guard the place. In fact, Eva has to say Scarlet every time she crosses the perimeter, even if it's just to take things from the truck and Arthur can still see it's her. The bunker has a shower at the entrance so Eva can decontaminate before going inside. She spends her time using her radio to try to find survivors, taking care of her plants, organizing supplies, exercising, listening to music, and playing with a set of balls. Arthur always stays outside patrolling no matter the time of the day, and a password book is kept hanging on the fridge door. The next morning Eva works on repairs while exchanging riddles with Arthur. Usually the robot is the one to win, but today Eva finally thinks of a riddle that Arthur can't answer. Then Eva jokes about them getting married and Arthur points out it's nonsensical. This causes Eva to go on a rant about how reality is nonsensical nowadays and her unbearable loneliness. When Arthur asks where her father is and why he hasn't come back, she remembers the day her dad left her with Arthur and promised to come back soon, but he never did. Eva asks Arthur if he wants to marry her, but Arthur says a simple system failure could cause relationship issues. Eva thinks there's nothing about him she can't replace and wonders if she's the only person left in the world. She tells Arthur that she painted her information on a wall in the city and he can't understand why because he thinks if there were survivors they would have already left signs. When Eva asks him about the laws of robotics, Arthur goes through them quickly. Robots can't hurt humans on purpose or by omission. Robots must always obey humans unless it goes against the first law, and robots must always protect themselves unless it goes against the first two laws. Then Eva points out that for Arthur to protect its own existence, he should find new power sources. She's been using solar panels from decades ago and wonders why it has to be her job to do maintenance. Arthur reminds her he's a patrol robot, not an assembling one, so his job is to stop intruders from entering the bunker. His definition of intruder is anyone who doesn't know the password, which angers Eva. She goes on another rant about the climate wars, remembering how northern countries used robots to protect their borders and not let anyone pass, which in her opinion caused human extinction. She thinks this programming goes against the laws of robotics because if a refugee comes by seeking water, Arthur won't help them. If she could, Eva would reprogram Arthur to make him a domestic robot instead. Arthur can't believe the stories he's hearing about robots hurting humans during war, so Eva explains he used to be an army soldier too and her father reset his memories when he found him. Afterward, Eva finishes doing some connections for extra solar panels, hoping this year she can hang some Christmas lights for the holidays. She wants to give Arthur a present, but he says robots don't get gifts. Eva admits she wouldn't know what to give to a robot without likes and dislikes and says it would be very helpful if he could pretend to be human every now and then. Sometime later, Arthur surprises Eva by saying he wants his broken eye replaced for Christmas. He also wants the answer to the riddle he couldn't solve, but Eva says the point is for him to think about it. In the evening, Eva takes out the Christmas decorations but gets distracted when he notices Arthur acting weird during his prattle. This causes some decorations to fall off the table and break. The next day, Eva announces she'll go to the city to find a plastic Christmas tree. She crosses the perimeter to get the gas can, and when she tries to go back to her truck, Arthur asks for the password. However, when Eva says Scarlet, Arthur says it's incorrect and points a gun at her. Eva tries again, but Arthur won't move even though he admits he recognizes her as Eva. He explains the password has changed and Eva remembers it happens every 3 months. Today it's the start of a new password cycle, but she lost track of time and the password book is inside the bunker. She goes through the steps of the procedure allowed to prove her identity and even orders Arthur to let her pass, yet Arthur won't budge. Furious, Eva yells as she throws the gas can in frustration. Then she repeats all the passwords they've used to this day, but none of them work. She keeps trying to reason with Arthur, pointing out he knows who she is and that she'll die out there if he doesn't let her pass. Since he doesn't move, she tries to walk in anyway, only for Arthur to point the gun at her again. Realizing he'll actually shoot her if he has to, a horrified Eva moves to hide behind a generator while always making sure to keep an eye on Arthur's position and patrolling route. She waits for a few hours before trying again, saying hello and talking about the weather as if nothing had happened. Arthur chats normally, but when Eva tries to cross the perimeter, he asks for the password again. She tells him she only wants an axe to go get the Christmas tree, however Arthur mentions that there are no trees left. Since he keeps calling her Eva, she points out he clearly recognizes her. She talks about all the days they've been together and how she only needs to go inside to get the notebook. She also points out that killing goes against the laws of robotics. Yet Arthur says he isn't allowed to kill humans. He only kills intruders. And an intruder is anyone who doesn't know the password. If a person can't give him the correct password, that person can't be Eva. However, he keeps calling her by her name. With nothing else to do, Eva hides behind the generator again. When night falls, she starts throwing rocks at Arthur to distract him. He takes a look around when he notices the rocks but never leaves his spot. The next day, Eva turns her jacket inside out and covers her face with the hood before approaching the bunker. Arthur immediately calls her Eva, but she says that's not her name. She pretends to be a refugee asking for asylum and mentions Article 14 of the Universal Human Rights, which says any human can ask for asylum in case of persecution. The robot agrees, however, he needs permission from his owner, so he tells her she can find Eva behind the generator. Eva hides to change her clothes to look as usual and comes out to ask Arthur if anything new happened. When she hears about the refugee, she tells him to let her pass. Then she hides to put on the refugee costume and tries again. This time Arthur is willing to let her come in, but first he needs to go through a few protocol questions. He asks what kind of refugee she is, since political refugees have rights but climate refugees do not. Eva obviously answers political and Arthur asks for proof of persecution. Eva can't believe what she's hearing and makes up a story about the war in her country killing all her family and burning her house, so she has nothing. Next he asks for her documents or the paperwork done at the borders granting her refugee status. She says she already filled out all the paperwork and asks for water, but Arthur says he must always give water to Eva first. Seeing they're going in circles, Eva leaves and spends the night behind the generator. In the morning, Eva wakes up feeling very weak. She goes to sit in front of Arthur, who asks how it's possible for her to be the last person on Earth if yesterday he saw an intruder and a refugee. He theorizes that there must be more humans in the power plant because if there's power, then someone is doing maintenance at the plant. Eva explains robots are doing it, but Arthur doesn't understand why they would work for nobody. Before answering, Eva asks for water, but Arthur says he can't take anything from the base without authorization. Getting angrier, Eva starts ranting against robots. She says the power plant is still working because a robot as stupid as Arthur can't do anything except follow their programming. To close the plant, it had to activate the protocol, which ended with a message that said, "Please confirm you aren't a robot," which obviously the robot worker couldn't do. Arthur doesn't see this as a problem because a robot capable of lying shouldn't be responsible for dangerous facilities, and never reveals he wasn't able to get her riddle because the answer involves lying, which he can't even start to comprehend. After taking a short rest, Eva remembers something and runs to her truck. She finds the water can in the engine, but when she tries to drink, there's nothing left. Eva throws the bottle at Arthur in frustration before resting again and is shocked to find the bag of lavender seeds on the ground. With just a little hole in the dirt, she plants the seeds and waters them with the few drops of water she has left. Then Eva tries to offer the answer to the riddle in exchange for going inside or at least getting some water, but Arthur still refuses. Getting desperate, she checks the oxygen tank in her truck and notices it has 18% left. Hoping it's enough, she gets in the truck and drives all the way to the power plant. She takes the stairs to the top of a cooling tower, then she climbs down using ropes to get inside. Luckily, the door isn't locked and Eva manages to get into the actual plant. She goes through dozens of rooms while keeping an eye on her oxygen level, desperately searching for water. Eventually, she finds a map of the plant and follows it until she finally finds the supply room, but the door is locked. At that moment, her oxygen runs out, so she takes the mask off. Then she grabs an axe and hits the door with it to destroy it. Eva rushes into the supply room and is devastated to discover all the bottles are empty. After crying for a while, Eva starts making her way out. She comes across a bathroom and notices a few water drops in the shower, but it's not enough. In the evening, Eva arrives at the bunker. She stares at Arthur for a moment and decides to take the risk. The truck speeds up toward the bunker and Arthur immediately opens fire, forcing Eva to jump out of the vehicle. A few more shots make the truck explode, causing a huge fire and several wounds for Eva. She destroys her jacket to create a bandage for her arm and passes out because of the heat. The next morning, the fire is out and Eva is so weak she can barely move. She drags her body on the ground until she can rest against the solar panels. Arthur comes closer to inform her that an intruder tried to destroy the bunker last night and is now hiding behind the generator with a refugee. Eva tries to tell him it was all her, but Arthur insists he doesn't make mistakes. Sometime later, Eva is shocked to see her dad approaching her to offer water, but she's hallucinating because of the heat and it's actually Arthur. He says she can go inside if she tells him the password and ignores her plea for water, so she passes out. A few hours later, Eva wakes up when she feels water drops falling on her face. She realizes it's raindrops that got stuck on the solar panel and immediately gathers them to drink them, but they're disgusting and she has to spit them. Eva wonders if Arthur would take care of her if they were married, and he says yes, but it's impossible to do it now because she'll die very soon. This would make him a robot widower, and he doesn't know what a robot widower is supposed to do, which he considers a worse problem than her death. His words make her have a breakdown. Sometime later, a new hallucination takes over Eva's mind. She sees herself in perfect condition standing in the city while hearing the laughter of children. Arthur snaps her out of it when he asks for the answer to the riddle, saying she's dying anyway. Eva forces her body to stand up just to give Arthur the finger before collapsing. The hallucination returns, but Eva refuses to die yet, saying she must find a way to defeat the machine. She asks about an emergency mode and Arthur explains that will only activate when she dies, calling it a good solution. He points out that she can die in peace because the refugee and the intruder will rebuild society. With her last breath, Eva asks him to take care of her lavender seeds and then she dies. Arthur says that lavender is the right password and goes back to his patrol.
You can make any of your image talk like this using AI.
When I become president, we will invest more in tech and also empower the youth.
So you can do this by combining two AI models, one for voice cloning and the other for lip syncing and expression to get your desired results. Let me show you. First, go to fish.audio, then click here and voice cloning after sign up. Now in here, upload your image and give it a name. Then go here to upload or record an audio and click create. Here, click add audio sample, name it, input your text and click generate. You can screen record the audio to save. Now go to hydra.com, click try now after sign up. In here, upload that audio, upload your picture, input a text, click here and click continue to start generating. Now you can click here, click library to view and download after generating. I hope you found this useful. Share this with your friend that needs it. And as always, I'm Valok and I'll see you on the next one.
The man now try me for a bit in the yeah, go man not there. Yeah, squad of Biana, imagine why be the nation. 3 cup of rice, number 12 no. Will be a holiday. Like Ndon's a Cameroon locker.
Divine. Divine Nula.
You can make any of your image talk like this using AI.
When I become president, we will invest more in tech and also empower the youth.
So you can do this by combining two AI models, one for voice cloning and the other for lip syncing and expression to get your desired results. Let me show you. First, go to fish.audio, then click here and voice cloning after sign up. Now in here, upload your image and give it a name. Then go here to upload or record an audio and click create. Here, click add audio sample, name it, input your text and click generate. You can screen your
Onyeza kwa developer, I spell on how this fast because the very simple spell.
call the audio to save. Now go to hydra.com, click try now after sign up. In here, upload that audio, upload your picture, input a text, click here and click continue to start generating. Now you can click here, click library to view and download after generating. I hope you found this useful. Share this with a friend that needs it. And as always, I'm Valok and I'll see you on the next one.
This is simple trading.
Hello, bro. I've been on them feed me with sub. My data just finished.
No worry, send your account. And anytime you need me, just call me.
There's an emotion.
Hello, bro.
Look at that person.
Police saw me for road. I don't know that feed me with small tomato sauce in the mouth. Something is happening very well.
We are not one and I'll send you something. Just drop your account.
Okay. Thank you. You don't do. When I put the uniform, I'll see you later.
You never see anybody. No, you all let them below you.
Hello, boss. I beg no vex. Motor just jam me and my family.
That one bad, though. Yeah, no while I see get your account, I'll do you something.
Okay. Thank you. You don't say that. Jesus. So, you are the real breadwinner of this family.
One man.
You are the
One man.
Pedro. Mr. Man, do you know this one? No, I don't know him. Officer, please wait. Bro, I beg fear bill 5K. Man, pay my big transport.
Officer, I beg. May you join me?
Three powerful websites you didn't know exist. Number 1 is uflix.cc. You will be able to stream and save any movies, series, TV shows, either latest or old, for absolute free. Number 2 is make.ad. You will be able to generate stunning photoshoot product image in seconds using AI. And you can also make changes to your generate by just describing it here. Number 3 is gamerstorrents.app. You can easily download any game from PS games to Expos, or PC games for free. Every time a man comes home, he has a special habit. First, he goes to the kitchen and puts the upside-down cups back in their place. Then he would close the open cupboards gently. After making sure no one had broken into the room, Jimmy would go to the faucet and turn the valve to open the entrance to the chamber. Behind this wall was his real home. The room was filled with weapons from Jimmy's collection. Then he opens the safe behind the mural. Although it held hundreds of millions of dollars worth of diamonds, it was only a week's salary because Jimmy's real identity was a top assassin. 3 hours ago, he approached the tycoon disguised as a staff member. Jimmy intentionally spilled wine on his target. Then he used the opportunity to wipe up the water stains to launch a sneak attack. He had hidden a sharp dagger in his hand. By the time the bodyguard realized what was going on, the killer had already fled the scene. After completing his mission, he went to an antique store because this is the place where he took the assassination mission. The broker paid him with a bag of gems. Then he sent him on a new mission. The target of this assassination was a notorious drug dealer. He was originally sentenced to life imprisonment, but for some reason, he was suddenly released yesterday. The agent also provided a very important clue. The drug dealer will go to court tomorrow. Jimmy could use this opportunity to assassinate him. The next morning, he went to the courthouse for an ambush. Just as Jimmy was about to pull the trigger, a bullet hit his car. The crossbow bolt ended up in the drug dealer's cousin. Jimmy realized his mission had failed and fled the area. It turns out there was another sniper in the shadows who was also targeting the drug dealer. He's been unable to get a clear shot at Boca, and he's gone straight to the street. He tried to kill the target with his pistol, but something happened.
Excuse me, do you know the best way to the airport?
Yes, fellow Dracula. There's only one way, blah, blah, blah.
But it's all blocked. We'll never make it in time.
You should have left an hour earlier, blah, blah, blah.
I do not say blah, blah, blah. All right, let's just run through it on foot.
Drac, this will protect you.
Blah, blah, blah. Imagine if that guy knew he was talking to the real Drac. He'd run for the hills.
Hold it now. Hold it now. That sounds spot on. But the only way they know the real us is if we show the real us.
It's good work. You mean like scare him?
Let me
I haven't scared people in centuries. I don't even think I have it in me anymore. I got nothing. I really got nothing.
Let's just move this along.
I'm trying to scare you. The real Frankenstein. We know. We love you.
Can you sign my torch?
To say you are wise, wisdom. Now they job.
These three websites are so powerful, they will make you question why you've been working so hard. Like, why are you trying to suffer on purpose? The first is create.xyz. If you have an app or a website idea but no clue how to code, just type your idea and this tool literally builds it for you. It's like ChatGPT and the developer had a baby but with Wi-Fi. Krea.ai is the next one, and upload any image, describe what you want to change with words, and watch it update it in real time. Whether you're an artist or just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is next, and if you create content, listen closely, because you type in any YouTube channel in your niche and it will generate viral video ideas, scripts, SEO optimized titles, and even thumbnails. Basically, a one-man YouTube team that does not sleep at all. Now, this is going to be perfect for creators like myself, freelancers, startup dreamers, or anyone who wants to go from idea to execution without starting code or stressing over thumbnails. Tag that friend who says, I want to start content every week, and save this before your next big idea slips away. We will talk more, Charlie. These three websites are so powerful, they will make you question why you've been working so hard. Like, why are you trying to suffer on purpose? The first is create.xyz. If you have an app or a website idea but no clue how to code, just type your idea and this tool literally builds it for you. It's like ChatGPT and the developer had a baby but with Wi-Fi. Krea.ai is the next one, and upload any image, describe what you want to change with words, and watch it update it in real time. Whether you're an artist or just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is next, and if you create content, listen closely, because you type in any YouTube channel in your niche and it will generate viral video ideas, scripts, SEO optimized titles, and even thumbnails. Basically, a one-man YouTube team that does not sleep at all. Now, this is going to be perfect for creators like myself, freelancers, startup dreamers, or anyone who wants. I want to start content every week. Great, addictive. One and up or a website idea, but no clue how to code. Just type your idea. It's like ChatGPT and the developer had a baby but with Wi-Fi. Krea.ai is the next one, and upload any image, describe what you want to change with words, and watch it update it in real time. Whether you're an artist, just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is next, and if you create content, listen closely, because you type in any YouTube channel in your niche and it will generate it in real time for you. It's like ChatGPT and edit it in real time. Whether you're an artist or just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is next, and if you create content, next one, and upload any image, describe what you want to change with words, and watch it update it in real time. Whether you're an artist or just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is next, and if you one and upload any image, describe what you want to change with words, and watch it update it in real time. Whether you're an artist or just editing memes, this one is dangerously addictive. Cube Magic is
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking of dancing.
Option A is to stay with your wife for the rest of your life. Option B. I choose B.
Question 2. Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
B. Option A is to stay with your wife for the rest of your life. Option B. I choose B.
Question 2. Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
B. Option A is to stay with your wife for the rest of your life. Option B.
This man only ordered a cup of cappuccino. The cashier stared at him in shock. Everyone around him froze and stared. Sensing something was wrong, the man quickly changed his order to an iced Americano. Only then did things return to normal. Because this was a game world, the man was just an NPC. According to the program, he had to order an iced Americano at the cafe every day. Besides that, he repeated the same daily routine. He greeted the goldfish in his bathtub every morning. Then he put on the same uniform and went to work. He would look longingly at a pair of shoes he could not afford through a store window. Then he met a coworker, and they walked to the bank together. Along the way, they always passed by a robbery scene, and once they arrived at the bank, it would soon be robbed again. The man was used to it. He would lie on the floor and chat with his coworker while the robbery happened. But one day, everything changed. On the way to work, he fell in love at first sight with a woman. He broke his normal routine and ran toward her to ask for her number. But before he got close, a train slammed into him. The next day, he woke up and repeated the same routine. But this time, he did not see the woman on the way to work. Later, during the robbery, he spotted her on the street. To chase after her, he stood up and fought the robbers. He even grabbed a pair of sunglasses from one of them and escaped. As soon as he put on the glasses, he was stunned by what he saw. He had no idea this was the player's real view of the game world. Not far away, he saw a medkit. He reached out and touched it. Instantly, all the wounds from the fight healed. Then a player nearby collapsed and dropped a pile of cash. He reached for it too. Suddenly, his bank account filled with money. With the money, he went to buy the shoes he had always wanted. Meanwhile, in the real world, game staff noticed a player complaint. A player said an NPC stole their glasses. The staff thought a hacker had broken into the game and taken over the NPC skin. So they entered the game, planning to delete the hacker. The man, now treated as a hacker, saw the police uniforms and walked over politely. He had no idea what was happening. Then they told him to take off his skin, or they would kill him. The man did not understand what that meant, so he ran. He ran through the city and reached a tall building. With his glasses on, he saw that his sneakers had a jump boost. He jumped up dozens of floors in one leap. But the two staff members chasing him were even stronger. They hacked the game and spawned stairs to follow him up. The man had no choice but to jump off the building. Luckily, he survived the fall. But the staff still caught up and hit him with a car. They thought it was over, but they had forgotten. The man was just an NPC. The next morning, he woke up and started the same day again. This man only ordered a cup of cappuccino.
All these mistakes of mine, I can't replace it. I gotta move on somehow. Hit it. All I really need one day. Baby, all these mistakes of mine, I can't replace it. I gotta move on somehow. Hit it. All I really need one day. All these mistakes of mine, I can't replace it. I gotta move on.
In class, the girl suddenly stood up in surprise because the historical figure the teacher was talking about was actually her grandmother at home. However, the teacher was explaining a historical figure from 10,000 years ago, but the grandmother at home was only in her 50s. The girl ran.
5 young people were sent here for breaking the law. They were assigned to community service. They were painting outside one day when
In this prison, the last person you want to mess with is Mike, known as the prison killer. He has killed 25 people with his bare hands, and even the toughest inmates avoid crossing paths with him. The guards are also careful not to anger him. Due to his dangerous nature, he is kept in a specially guarded cell. One day, a new inmate arrives at the prison, John. the former captain of the England national soccer team. With a powerful kick that once blew up a car, he earned the nickname Tough Guy. But even this international superstar was sentenced to 3 years for drunk driving and assaulting a police officer. His arrival caused quite a stir, with the old-timers yelling insults. This soccer prodigy, who represented his country in 73 matches, ultimately threw games and betrayed his nation, becoming a national disgrace. Even the criminals in prison couldn't stomach such behavior and vowed to teach him a lesson. The guards showed him no mercy either, striking him with a baton and assigning him the dirtiest, most exhausting job, cleaning up other inmates' feces. But that was just the beginning. The mob boss, Paul, quickly sought him out. It turned out that John's match fixing had cost Paul his entire fortune. Paul made it clear, John would not leave the prison alive. Just as tensions were about to boil over, the warden proposed forming a soccer team and wanted John to be the coach. However, John flatly refused because his cellmate warned him that the current coach was also the captain of the prison team. To avoid offending him, John politely declined. Little did he know, the warden had a fiery temper. He ordered the guards to give John a brutal beating and threw him in solitary confinement. As John was feeling down, a fellow inmate suggested a brilliant idea: form a team of prisoners to play against the guards team. This way, he wouldn't defend either side and could even help train the guards team. The warden and the prison team captain were both quite pleased with this plan. However, another problem arose. None of the inmates could actually play soccer. Some tried to catch the ball with their hands. Others struck cool poses but completely missed the ball. Less than 3 minutes into practice, all the players were sprawled on the ground, panting for air. While John was worrying about selecting players for the team, Paul's henchmen suddenly attacked him, trying to gouge out his eyes. Fortunately, the guards arrived in time. John quickly covered the weapon with a towel and didn't report them, even claiming that the wound was from shaving. Seeing his loyalty, Paul decided to bury the hatchet and even sent 5 men to join the team. The team was finally assembled, but they still lacked a goalkeeper. Mike was the first person that came to John's mind. Although Mike didn't agree at first, John managed to convince him with just a single sentence.
Playing the cards. I'm with you.
Sharon.
How are you now?
It's a
Mercedes. You got
yes, ma'am.
loud. I do massage. I even know if I can. Yes, no.
What's the name? I'm gonna like him.
See, I even need boy. I mean, come on, show me your gajo.
You just knock this window. One man would think that one man was down here. Our problem what is so.
What is struggle?
You want to run away? Jesus. Oh, so you not do massage, Abby?
No. I can even shut the
Go for it. Go on, punish you.
It's a basic football, apart from go. Okay.
Go massage your papa. I'm not sure if happy for the ending.
Lodi, how are you now?
I'll punish you. Why did they break up with me? I go there fine. I was there fine. Oh, shit. See, they are so good.
I don't wait for my cab for you. Hold on, Uber.
Hey, you want to waste things. You dey jump us anyhow. So no be a show. Hey,
Interesting.
I don't play with you now. I don't follow you play.
No, I don't play.
I'm married.
I don't go love a shower.
Only called it. Don't move. I did come back.
Who gave you that kind of confidence?
No, I don't. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
So, let's see. You stay high.
No, I don't get high. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
No, you don't go walk. People they do with me, they know they do with clear eye. At least 247, you guys do on things, yeah? You don't say you want me this, you don't want me the relationship. Just do one or two guys. Just take a one for, no worry. I said they no worry, they come. That time, they come out, they walk out. Yeah.
Lodi!
Choco, na you be this.
Namina.
Choco, you no go
there for me. I know how to you about that time we did it. See, I be change person now. Even Igbo, I know they smoke Igbo again. Like this, 3 months now. I'm free from Igbo. I'm telling you the truth. Like this, my body be like playground. All my lungs they are big. Afa mama. Rosa, hello. Sorry. Give me one now.
This boy, you don't know me, oh. You dey play with fire.
What's going on here? I don't know. This one sharp today. Choco, did you say Ligbo?
Yes. I will explain to you later.
Chai.
Never see that guy alive. Bro, stop far. You said they do business, so.
You never see anything. You never see anything.
I know you love that video, so guys, I want you to comment now, share this video and tag your friends, like 5 of your friends, tag them in the comment section and make me laugh in the comment section. I'm reading the best comedy in my comment section. I will give that person thank you. So hurry now, guys, I start commenting.
Legend says that when a dog senses it's near the end, it will leave home and find a quiet place to die alone. At the same time, Anna receives a new death alert. The index has reached 99. With time running out, they rush to the marked location. Suddenly, John sees a girl walk into the middle of the road, and a car behind her shows no sign of slowing down. Without hesitation, he jumps over the guardrail to save her. Thankfully, Anna and Mike use their powers just in time. That's when they notice the girl is holding a dog in her arms. She hands the dog to Anna and quietly returns to work. Anna explains, the one nearing death isn't the girl.
얘가 예정자거든.
얘가요?
John pulls out his phone and checks the map. Sure enough, the signal points to the dog. They take it to a nearby cafe. To figure out its last wish, they need to find the owner. They visit a pet store and try to trace the name tag, but no, so they take the dog to a vet. The vet says it's already 13 years old and doesn't have much time left. They should prepare for the worst. John is furious. He believes the owner abandoned it. The dog barks loudly, as if it understands what they're saying. Since there's no clue to go on, Anna asks John to check with the Underworld's memory team. Turns out, when any creature approaches death, the Underworld edits a life recap for them. John opens the video and sees that the dog, named Dodo, was badly injured after being abandoned. A boy named Jin Hun found him and treated him like a little brother. They played together. When almost wounded, Jin Hun got into a car accident while protecting Dodo, leaving a long scar on his arm. Dodo was heartbroken. As time passed, Jin Hun grew up, but Dodo stayed the same. To hide the scar, Jin Hun got a tattoo on his arm. They were happy, watching sunsets together on a bench. Until one day, Dodo developed a tumor and needed surgery. But at 13 years old, the risk was high. Jin Hun hesitated, discussed it with his family, but Dodo overheard. Realizing what was happening, he chose to leave so he wouldn't burden them. John nearly tears up watching this. He calls Anna, tells her to search online for tattoo owners. Sure enough, Mike finds a post. Jin Hun is looking for Dodo. At that moment, Jin Hun returns home from work, watches an old video of Dodo, and breaks down in tears. Just then, he gets a message from Anna. They set a meeting spot. Jin Hun arrives at the cafe. They gently place Dodo in front of him, but the dog hesitates, still unsure if it's okay to approach. Jin Hun kneels down, says he's missed Dodo terribly, and that without him, life has felt so lonely. Dodo seems to understand, and slowly walks into Jin Hun's arms. Jin Hun holds him tight. He carries Dodo to the park they once loved. He tells him how grateful he is for all the years of love and laughter. As Dodo slowly closes his eyes, Jin Hun can hardly bear the pain. But Dodo is already gone.
괜찮아. 잘 가. 잘 가, 내 동생 공이.
Can you make a wireless power bank? Okay, challenge accepted. Let's get started.
Out the coupe in the lot, Tony for 12 for SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just get a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. The whole damn seal, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deal, people tripping like the 80s. She said the nigga soul, got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no, say slash slash. I will never sell my soul, and I can back that. And I really wanna know when you where I was at that.
So guys, this is a wireless power bank. Let me show you how it works. So what you need to do is turn on the switch at the back, and here you see that the power bank is on. So what you need to do now is drop your phone on it and it starts charging. So let me show you. And now you can see the phone is charging. Let me give you a quick closer look. And as you can see, it's 17%. and it's charging with no code. It also has 2 USB ports in case you're reaching no currencies. You need a mother's guidance. Because the nurturing touch of a woman is essential. Thank you. You need a father's help. Good evening, sir. Follow me. So, sorry, sir. So, my daughter's future is secure, yes? What's her name again? Gideon. Gideon. Yes, sir. Sophie, the dead. You bet until you empty this girl university saving. Eh? You have to be very careful, though. This girl is destined to be the president's wife. Oh, this is your bad betting habit, eh? You will sell this country. But I have always... And when are you going to tell your wife that you sold the car? But that's the car we drove here now. Guess what you'll be selling next week for 2 sure odds? Eh? Her car and her provision store.
What happened to my provision store?
Nothing. Go to the car and wait for me. The mosquito here is too much. Go. Go now. So, sir, what do I do? My boy. Since the dawn of civilization, humans have been natural risk takers, drawn to the thrill of safety and the promise of reward, eh?
The elderly woman was driven to the point of hanging herself by her ungrateful children. Unexpectedly, just then, a body floated past. She didn't want to intervene at first, but when she saw the young man was still breathing, she immediately rushed him to the hospital. After emergency treatment, the young man survived, but due to excessive water in his brain, he became a vegetative patient, possibly never waking up for the rest of his life. Since his family couldn't be contacted, the doctor advised the old woman not to get involved, suggesting she just let him die. But the old woman remembered how her own children forced her to divide the family inheritance right after her husband died, even throwing her out of the house. Having tasted the cruelty of the world, she believed the young man was a gift from heaven. So she brought him home and cared for him as if he were her own son, believing that one day a miracle would happen. To afford his treatment, she worked tirelessly every day selling vegetables, bought the best medicine for him, and even used up all her savings. But 6 years passed, and there were still no signs of him waking up. Her friends and relatives all told her to give up on this burden, but she refused. One day, while buying vegetables, she encountered a group of thugs collecting protection fees. As they approached her stall, she quickly took out her last bit of change to plead with them. But to her surprise, the thug waived her fee and even handed her all the money they'd collected, because they'd heard about her devotion to the vegetative man and deeply admired her. Then the gang leader turned to his men and shouted, "Listen up, this money is for Aunt Zhang. If any of you dare take it back, don't blame me, Dr. Chen, for being ruthless." Everyone responded respectfully, "Got it." Everyone thought the old woman had picked up a hopeless case. Little did they know that the vegetative man was actually the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation and a powerful real estate tycoon in the city. He had been ambushed by enemies upon retiring from the military. For 6 years, his wife had been searching for him and even offered $1 million reward for any clues to his whereabouts. Meanwhile, the elderly woman continued caring for him like her own son. One day, her real children suddenly stormed into the house, smashing things without saying a word. They claimed the house was being acquired by Hingjin Group for demolition, and the compensation was 10 million yuan. They demanded she hand over the property deed immediately. Seeing she refused to hand over the deed, her heartless children got physical, searching her for the documents. When they didn't find anything, the eldest son, furious, slapped the vegetative man in the face. Miraculously, that slap triggered a flicker of consciousness. Still wanting to force the deed out of her, the son violently pushed the man, causing his head to hit a rock. Blood poured out instantly. "Son," the old woman cried, "you monsters! How did I give birth to such beasts?" she wailed. "Heaven, are you blind? Why don't you take them away? I told you, if you don't hand over the deed today, I'll kill him," the eldest son threatened. "So I'm asking one last time, will you hand it over or not? You're not even human," she shouted. "If you don't give us the property deed today, everyone here is going to suffer. You're heartless. You've turned on me completely just for money. Is that what makes you happy?" "That's right," the children sneered. "Hingjin Group is backing us. We'll take it whether you like it or not." "Stop right there," a voice bellowed. It was Mr. He, the boss of Hingjin Group. "Mr. He? Why you here? This is just a small matter. We can handle it." "Handle it? This is how you handle it? Do you have any idea how important this land is to Hunjin Group? If this house doesn't get cleared today, none of you are getting a cent from that 10 million. Yes, Mr. He, we understand. We'll take care of it immediately. We'll hand over the house and land deed right away. Mr. He, please don't be angry. It's the old woman's fault. She won't give us the deed. No deed? No documents? Can't you still get it done? We're Hunjin Group. We're worth billions. This project is top priority. If anything goes wrong, none of you will be spared. Understood, sir. We won't let you down. Then what are you waiting for? Get to it. All right. Start demolishing. Beat anyone who resists. Anyone who blocks us. Kill them. I won't take the blame. Stop. Please, stop, the old woman screamed. This is my home. Please don't destroy it. You can't demolish it. The ungrateful, greedy, and wicked children went on smashing things and turning the whole house upside down. Suddenly, the Seo began to hear the cries of the woman who had saved him and slowly regained consciousness. Just as one of the boys raised his hand to smash one of the woman's most expensive pots, the CEO grabbed him by the arm.